Let's just pretend I just started here for our video editor. You can fix that in post. All right. So our banquet, just to remind you guys, if you guys have been ignoring all of our announcements, it is our game pitch due date. It's our semi-formal event where you're going to be having your presentations in front of the whole club in Ursa Minor. It's going to be lots of food, drinks, and activities. It'll be very fun. So we're also going to be announcing the remaining quote-unquote 4 board positions. The date and time will be this Saturday, May 3rd, from 11 to 2 p.m. You also feel free to show up a little bit early. Normally we're about done with setup, or if you want to help us set up, you can show up even earlier. It makes our jobs easier. Location is going to be in Ursa Minor in the Bronco Student Center. If you don't know where that is, that's the long building next to the library. It's going to be on the 2nd floor. If you know where like the financial services, or what used to be, I'm not sure if it is still, it's just right across from that. Here is the merchandise order form in case you want to be having fun with your little GDC merch over the summer. We've got the little plushies, we've got the keychains, t-shirts. I'm not sure actually how many we have, but same as always. Here is the banker RSPV form. If you could, please fill that out so that way we know exactly what to expect. We already have planned to order the food and drinks, but if you have any other information, it helps us know like how many tables and chairs are set up. Do it! Alright, now to the meat of the meeting. We're going to be showing you guys how to upload to itch.io. itch.io is a free platform for uploading and downloading games. It's also how most people do their game jams. It provides a lot of settings while uploading a game, the ability to have it free, ask for donations, or as a paid game. So in order to submit your game pitch, you will need to make your own profile. On the creator dashboard, you would create a new project. And you fill out the details. Be aware that there is a 1 gigabyte size limit. You can always compress your game down to a zip archive. Hopefully, if you don't have a ton of photorealistic assets, you should be fine. And if you do, here's a tip. You can go in your texture settings and just compress the textures, and that will save you probably like 90% of your game file. That's what I had to do originally. I'll go ahead and go to itch.io myself. So typically you would register, but since I already have one, I believe it's just generic stuff. Who needs to remember passwords when you could just be permanently logged in? So the way you would do it is, I believe you can go to dashboard. From here, we have create a new project. You can title your project, upload a cover image, etc., etc. So I'll just do the same thing I did for my original spring game jam. So we can do debugging bunny example. This is a project URL. You can customize this if you want. So if I wanted it to be debug dash bunny, which I think just got cut off for some reason. There you go. What's going on here? All right. You have your description of your game. This is probably like your 1 or 2 sentence description. You have a classification, so is this assets, mods, etc., etc. It's probably going to be under game, right? This is the Game Dev Club, better be a game. Kind of project, self-explanatory. Pricing, this is where you can have people prompt. This, people will be instantly prompted to pay. If you don't want people to have that tiny mild annoyance, you can click on no payment, so it's just a straight download button.
It's also worth noting, if you don't read what it says, it looks like it's paywalling you. So
yeah.
Like a tiny little button that says go to download page at the bottom right. Like it's like that for the. Actually, I'm not gonna call it games out, but yeah.
I do not remember where. Oh, this is in my OneDrive. That's why. Let's see here. Do I have?
Also, when you upload your game, it's expected to be under, I think, a megabyte. Maybe they increased it to 2, but for any reason, the game does not fit. Sorry, a gigabyte or 2. If for some reason it doesn't fit, the easiest way around it is in the description. Just put a link to anyone can access Google Drive folder that is just the executable for your game. Obviously, technically, it's kind of a janky workaround, but that's what we do for Unreal games because those are almost always larger than the maximum.
We have to mess with the engine settings for a little bit to get it down by like 200 megabytes.
You can by like deleting all the plugins you're not using and stuff. It's so likely it will break something. It's just better to do a Google Drive link because it's not like we're really strict about how things are uploaded. So just keep that in mind.
You know what? I cannot remember where I saved it. So here is a random lecture that I downloaded. So we're uploading that instead. So you would download either executable or you would zip your game and put it here instead. Because you want to do it. I mean, you could do more than one file, but it's recommended to do a zip or like a README, an additional. The actual description of the game. So here you can go ahead and yap on for probably, I don't know, is there a character limit here?
Not really. You can put a lot of information actually. That's where usually people put like their controls for their game, but also highly advise they put controls for their games because most of our game pitches from previous semesters have no record of what controls were. So if you want to re-download and play them, you kind of got to mess around for a little bit to figure out how to control things.
I put instruction pages in my game.
Well, I'm just saying I actually added to the description of this page for this year. And it's highly encouraged. We put controls on and any relevant gameplay information that people may want to know, assuming they've never seen or heard of the game before and just want to play it, because that increases the ability for people to go back and look at games. And
I hope people in the Discord can hear you.
yeah, probably not, but
Well, they should be able to.
Alright. Anyways, moving on.
That might be sensitive.
Here you would put in your genre, so this has most genres. You always have other as an option, but let's see, since this is literally just a slideshow, I'll put visual novel. Tags, I think you can click more than one. Yeah, you could just keep going.
there was a K.
There was K?
Yeah, I was like, there's no way this one.
Wait, what?
Just scroll down to G.
It's not
That's not-
alphabetically
oh,
sorted.
across the alphabet. There you go. Top.
What are you trying to say about Tony Diaz?
I mean, his classes, we know.
AI disclose. Oh, this is new. Please disclose if it. Oh, you better be using generative AI. But I think this believes it means you have the model inside your game, right?
I think so. That was not in the game. That was not in the HIA submission page before, but
It does. It literally says no.
Oh yeah, so
This is more App Store links. So this is if you have like a demo of your game and you publish to Steam, like what's the game who published again? PyDevs, yeah. What
Oh, the actual game.
Yeah, the actual game. Yeah, Solar Suites. So for example, Solar Suites has their game published on Steam, so they could easily go back and be like, oh, here's my Steam link, and then they'll have a nice little button for you. Download and install instructions. This is typically just unzip, hit play, right? Depending on your game. I don't know if anybody's gonna have anything more complicated than that. If you do, you would know. I wouldn't.
You skipped custom nouns.
Custom now.
You can make a custom noun for your game.
What?
It's just like a word. You just put a word.
Oh, I see. It's like instead of game, you could be like
Yeah, you can
tool.
say like interactive experience or like life changing or no whatever.
Mental damage.
Yeah. Okay. So again, we have download install instructions. So this is just telling you how people need to install your game. You have a community. So this is where people can leave comments. Typically, we just leave these unchanged unless you're really afraid people are going to hate your game. And then visibility and access. I believe you can't change this until after you publish. So you would publish this as a draft, and then you would come back to the page later and then change this to public. You just hit save and preview.
Nice.
And then I didn't add a cover image. So at this point, I can now go back to the dashboard and finish creating it. So here I can do, if I just click edit, probably. Then here, I mean, I skipped this part earlier. We'll put down a random picture from my gallery. Just kidding, I won't put that there. Let's do Larry.
Yeah.
Let's not do Larry. Let's not put people's
Oh, what's
faces
it?
on there.
Oh.
You guys are copyrighted, probably. You can have a gameplay trailer. I'm not going to do that. Add screenshots of your game. This is actually something that most people want to do because it makes your game look way better. Hey, I remember doing this project last semester. And then after that, you can set it to public once it's been undrafted. And you can now visit your own page. You have all this, you have your download, and then I believe back in the slides it'll say how to, it better say how to put it in our quote-unquote game jam.
It is.
And over that, example submission. Oh, there's popcorn teas, very nice. All right, so the way you would do it is this is
Oh wait, I didn't change the link. So well, actually no.
they can't click this link anyway, but oh, why did it go back? I want to click on the link.
That's still last year's. So
Yeah, I know that's last year.
Then go to the dashboard.
I need to
For
log in
for
again.
the user. Oh, log in as the club account.
The club account, sure. Just password.
I don't know. Okay, log into any account. Go back to your account. Try to look for a CDP game. Look for change fall 24. Yeah.
I have to click on this.
Okay. Do you go? That's not gonna be the easiest way to find it. But like try to get like CDP game development club spring 2025 game pitches. I'll include a link in the Discord.
Hopefully you only change the single.
Yeah, I changed it to no spring 2025, not fall 2025. Yeah,
There we
it is.
go.
So
Join Jam. Submit a project. You can use the example one I just put. Group members, me. And I. Engine. Microsoft BPF. Controls. Yes. And then you would submit, or if you haven't created your page, you'll be prompted to create your page right here. It's kind of easier just to do it on your own because I think sometimes it'll get muddied. And then we'll be able to see your submissions, or you guys will be able to see the submissions once the jam ends.
On Flow. It's just so you're not spoiling the speeches, so it'll become visible. Technically, the moment the banquet starts, but I'll probably hide them until after the banquet.
Yeah,
Or
no spoilers.
Yeah.
So yep, and I think that's kind of it. Hence the LinkedIn thing. We'll be posting the link in the post-meeting announcements. LinkedIn, Steam group.
We really need to get the Steam group going if Discord goes under over summer or whatever. Now,
Yeah, don't they have a new CEO?
Yeah, I think the new CEO is like the old CEO of EA Games.
Yeah, I hope you guys are ready for ads in between every other message. And I believe that will conclude our meeting. Here is probably the sign-in form again.
Yeah. People from if you're asking people into the banquet, it'll be free food. If you don't plan on showing up to pitch in or show off your game pitch or whatever, just come to the quotas because we'll probably have too much.
We're gonna have Baja Blast. We're gonna be the only cool kids at the banquet, you know?